Dear learners, in this lecture video, we will learn how to derive an expression for capacitance between concentric spheres using Laplace equation. Let us consider we have two concentric spheres like this. The radius of the inner sphere is A, the radius of the outer sphere is B, and a dielectric material is filled between A and B so that this behaves like a capacitor. As we know, two conducting materials separated by a dielectric forms a capacitor. Now in this, we are assuming the outer conductor to be grounded. If the outer conductor is grounded, voltage measured at the outer conductor will be equal to 0 as it is grounded. Again, we are assuming that the voltage on the inner conductor is equal to V0. So, when radius is equal to A, voltage is equal to V0. Similarly, when the radius is equal to B, voltage is equal to 0 because the outer conductor is assumed to be grounded. So these are the conditions, different conductors. Now to find out the capacitance, we have to use Laplace equation. So equation A shown here is the Laplace equation, and this is the expansion of del square V in spherical coordinate system. We have decided to use spherical coordinate system because the shape of the material considered here is a sphere. So we have decided to use spherical coordinate system. In this problem, when radius changes, the voltage is assumed to change because for the outer conductor the voltage is 0, for the inner conductor the voltage is V0. As radius changes, voltage also changes. So voltage varies only with respect to radius. So if voltage is not varying with respect to theta and pi, or if voltage is a constant, what happens is this term becomes 0. So as voltage is not varying with respect to theta and pi, this terms can be considered to be equal to 0. So now 1 by r square dou by dou r into r square dou v by dou r is equal to 0 because other terms are equal to 0. Now by taking this 1 by r square to the right hand side, we can write dou by dou r into r square dou v by dou r is equal to 0. Now integrating this step, we will get r square dou v by dou r is equal to C1 because so integration of 0 is a constant C1. Now taking this r square to the right hand side, we can write dou v by dou r is equal to C1 by r square. Once again integrating this step, we can write v is equal to minus C1 by r plus C2. So name it as equation number 1. Now we have to find out this constants C1 and C2. To find out the constant C1 and C2, we shall apply the conditions existing at the different conductors. So here the conditions refers to the voltage on the inner conductor and the outer conductor. So we have assumed that the voltage at the inner conductor is equal to V0 and voltage at the outer conductor is equal to 0 because the outer conductor has been grounded. So we shall apply the first condition here. When radius is equal to B, voltage will be equal to 0. So we shall apply this condition in equation number 1. So voltage is 0 minus C1 by B because R is equal to B plus C2. So we can write C2 is equal to C1 by B. Now we shall apply the second condition, that is when radius is equal to A, voltage will be equal to V0. Now apply this condition in equation number 1. We can write V0 is equal to minus C1 by A plus C2. So substituting this value here, V0 will be equal to minus C1 by A plus C1 by B. So this will be equal to C1 into 1 by minus 1 by a plus 1 by b. So the value of constant C1 will be equal to V naught divided by 1 by b minus 1 by a. Now we have determined the constant C1. Now by using this equation, we can find out the value of C2. That is, C2 is equal to C1 divided by B. So the value of C1 is here. So C2 is equal to V naught divided by B into 1 by B minus 1 by A. Now we know the values for C1 and C2. Now we shall substitute the value of C1 and C2 in equation number 1. So this is equation number 1. So V will be equal to minus V naught divided by 1 by B minus 1 by A into R, this value, plus C2, that is V naught by B into 1 by B minus 1 by A. Now we have found out the general expression for voltage or potential. Now we shall relate this voltage with the electric field intensity. It can be related as E vector is equal to minus del V, which is written as minus dou V by dou R into AR vector plus dou V by dou theta A theta plus dou V by dou pi into A pi. Now differentiating this V with respect to R, you will get minus of minus V naught divided by 1 by B minus 1 by A. Differentiation of 1 by R will be equal to minus 1 by R square. Differentiation of the second term with respect to R will be equal to 0. Similarly, the differentiation of voltage with respect to theta and pi will be equal to 0. So AR, so this will be equal to minus V naught AR vector divided by 1 by B minus 1 by A into R square. Now we shall calculate the charge using the relationship Q is equal to integral D vector dot ds vector. So this will be equal to double integral of D vector is equal to epsilon naught into E vector. So if you multiply epsilon naught with this equation, you will get D vector. So minus V naught epsilon naught AR vector divided by 1 by B minus 1 by A into R square. Now for a sphere, we can write ds vector is equal to R square sin theta d theta d pi into AR. On the surface of the sphere, radius is going to be the same, but theta and pi will keep on changing. That's why we have decided to use R square sin theta d theta d pi. Now the limits for theta varies from 0 to pi and pi varies from 0 to 2 pi. Here R square gets cancelled. AR dot AR will become equal to 1. So we can write integration 0 to pi 0 to 2 pi minus V naught epsilon naught divided by 1 by B minus 1 by A. Integration of sin theta will be equal to minus cos theta. Limits 0 to pi. Integration of d pi will be pi. The limits 0 to. So this will be equal to minus V naught epsilon naught divided by 1 by B minus 1 by A into minus cos pi plus cos 0 into 2 pi. So Q will be equal to minus V naught epsilon naught divided by 1 by B minus 1 by A into 2 into 2 pi. So this will be equal to minus 4 pi V naught epsilon naught divided by 1 by B minus 1 by A. So this can be written as 4 pi V naught epsilon naught divided by 1 by A minus 1 by B. This negative term has been multiplied within this bracket. Now we are bringing this voltage term to the left hand side. So the left hand side becomes Q by V naught. We already have Q on the left hand side. So Q by V naught is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught divided by 1 by A minus 1 by B. The definition of capacitance says that capacitance is equal to charge per unit potential. So Q by V is capacitance. So capacitance is equal to 4 pi epsilon naught divided by 1 by A minus 1 by B. So this is the expression for capacitance of two concentric spheres. The unit for capacitance is farad.